I'll never forget that morning when my dad came into my room. He didn't have to say a word. I knew. I just knew. My brother had passed away. He was only 2 years older than me, and I was a week away from graduating high school. Whether it's 20 years ago or yesterday, death is hard to take. For a teenager, it's even harder. The death of a local teen, the suicide of a young Canadian girl, and even the death of my own brother due to disease has left a permanent mark on me, the community, and even the world. In an article in the Polk County Enterprise Today, dated Thursday, October the 18th, 2012, written by Valerie Riddell, it tells a story of a young boy who was in a shooting accident. Rhett Latham, like most teens, had went out on Friday night to the high school football game, and afterwards him and his friend were invited to a party, which they went to attend. Instead of attending a party, the resident at the house had opened fire on the boys, and Rhett got struck by one of the bullets. He was taken to the hospital and then later life-flighted out. On my personal Facebook page, I come across a post from one of the high schoolers that was asking for prayer for Rhett. The comments on her post were from all over the nation of people who were offering their support and prayers to him and his family. Unfortunately, Rhett did pass away on October the 13th, 2012. On November the 4th, he would have been 17. As you can see here, compliments of PolkCountyToday.com, owned by Polk County, accessed 11/11/12. It shows a picture of the students who put flowers and actually came as a group with one of the pastors to offer a prayer at the parking lot of the school. The school has even, in Rhett's memory, permanently reserved his parking place. On another day, while on my personal Facebook page, I had stumbled across a story or a post about a young Canadian girl who had made a YouTube video. I watched the video. As you can see here, this is the direct link to the video. The young girl's name is Amanda Todd, and she made a YouTube video dated on September the 7th, 2012, which was 3 weeks before she ended up taking her life on October the 10th, 2012. The video, she uses index cards to tell the story of how she was cyberbullied and how she couldn't take life and she was crying out for help and no one was hearing her. This story actually became so big that the people in, I guess the government, the Canadian government, is actually considering changing laws concerning cyberbullying. She is also in Wikipedia, which is not actually easy to do. There's another picture here, compliments of abcnews.go.com. On November the 27th, she would have been 16. On a personal note, my own personal experience, my brother was, he always thought I was the stronger one. And my last year of school, he got really sick and had to be put on a transplant list. As you can see here, there's a picture of us before he got sick. And there's also here a picture after he got sick. I will never forget my last birthday that I spent with him. It was a month before he died, and I'd come home from school, and my dad had got a cake and got me a card with money in it. And I was actually upset on the way. He was rushing me to the hospital, and I was upset because he didn't actually take time to go get a present. When I got to the hospital, my brother, who was very ill, managed to have one of the nurses wheelchair him down to the gift shop just so he could get me a card and a gift. Whenever I opened the card, my brother was telling me what a great sister I was and how much he loved me. And because of the attitude I had, obviously going to the hospital, I felt really small. On here also, it shows for teenagers as well as adults, there's a grieving process that you have to go through. There are stages: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. And we don't always go through all of these all at the same time. Teenagers, because they're already experiencing so many other things, take time. It's a lot harder for them to go through these things. I want to give now a site that offers help, whether it be for loss of a loved one or a friend at school, or if you have a friend that's thinking about suicide. This is a great site to go to. There's an 800 number also if somebody actually needs to call and talk to someone, or you can talk to your fellow peers. These are two videos that I liked. One deals with bullying and thinking other kids are weird and how you might think it doesn't affect you, but it affects all of us. As you can see, death affects all of us, and it's not easy to deal with. But the death of a local teen, the suicide of a Canadian girl, and even the death of my own brother due to disease has left a permanent mark, not only on me, but on the community as well as the world.